Remember, the point of my war videos isn't to try to convince you that I'm good. I'm all right. It's to show you how good the champions are. All right, it's the final week of season. I believe it's 36 for Loki. We've decided to actually push. We're going to be boosting full plans, the whole thing. I think we're trying to make it into Platinum 2. I'm not really sure, but we've saved up our loyalty. We're going to try to push, get the war rating up, the whole kit and caboodle. And so this really is going to show you Rintrah, Teddy, and I know it's going to be on thumbnail everywhere. Quicksilver, he's getting better and better. The more I play him, the more I'm understanding him. I've gotten some videos out on him. We're going to talk a lot about it. I'm going to make a lot of mistakes. You're going to see how great he still is. Now, this fight with Teddy, I know you've seen him against Penny, but one of the things I kept talking about, why I like Hulkling so much, and why I say he's good for the now and where this game's going, is this passive power gain, or this just burst of power he gets whenever he converts his charges over to one of his buffs. You can see you do want to play him a little bit more patiently, letting those cosmic charges, the blue passive there, build up so that I can turn them into buffs. But look at where my power is already, which helps us get around strike counter. I think DLL showed this in one of his war videos recently too, but this is a great example of, I mean, we've already almost got our 1%. Come on, man, do me a solid there. Just let her go down. But one special, didn't really have to worry about the node too much because of the amount of damage we were able to do and the amount of power I got just from converting my charges. That's why you saw me doing the parry, was to get that nice bulwark, get the power going there. Oh, this is just me going and get the beta stuff in so I could see the damage result there. But gives us a chance to talk about Teddy, right? And so getting those nice power gains, he's going to hit hard enough. We're going to go unblockable to that SP2. Penny can't do anything about it. He's immune to her. I think it's a power burn. Anyway, it's a beautiful, beautiful thing. And then he just helps get around that node as well, which is awesome. Now, going in, this is Mixed Master. There's Conduit on this one too, right? So when we knock him down, Mixed Master, Aggression, Prowess. Na pointed out the last time I showed you a fight like this, how quickly Quicksilver is getting rid of those prowesses, and then Power Focus 1. So Mordo is going to be getting that SP1 very quickly. The whole goal for me here is I'm checking, I do even have the Guidance boost, which really simplifies this fight significantly, because it's going to allow me to land that heavy right away, right? Okay, so now, I don't even know what that little green passive icon is technically called, but it is going to allow my velocity charges or momentum charges to double when I gain them. So we've hit 300, we've already got the slow up. The thing with Quicksilver is this, and I think so many of you are right, and I agree with so many of you on this, is that none of these fights are like, oh, he got it down in 30 seconds, 45 seconds. You're gonna see I'm gonna make more mistakes. I made a mistake there. I'm gonna make another one here. There it is. And it's that he can take all of these fights. One champion is doing all of this. Right now we're handling miss and we're handling evade. And with the withers, we're handling a lot of the power gain. Now, if this was the start of a new war or war season or something like that, I could have maybe seen myself even putting more points into dexterity, which would increase the potency of those withers, but I felt strongly that I wasn't going to need them. So there we go. You've seen I've already thrown one SP1. I am trying my best to land up terminal velocity. That's when you reach the 1,000 momentum charges with my SP2. You can see I'm now going to be dancing a little bit, getting to terminal velocity. And I know that that Mordo is probably going to get his SP3 up. I don't care. I don't actually care because I know he's not going to kill me with it. I want to land this. I'm going to double my Whiplash charges by throwing the SP2 and terminal velocity. We're now up to 30. Fine, he throws his SP3. The SP3 does not hit hard. There's a rank 4 Quicksilver. I am boosted. I don't remember if I had the biggest boost on, but I know I was rainbow boosted. You can see it didn't do that much. So now I'm just going to do light, medium, light to detonate those Whiplash charges into the SP1 for the nice little boost. Boom, 130,000 just dead. We did plenty of damage along the way. You saw the evade from Quicksilver. That built-in safety net saved me a couple times there. Made some mistakes. Quicksilver's so good, he overtook it. So we had a fight already where we needed our withers and where we needed the evade counter. It's going to be more. It's going to be more. All right. So now this is Rise to Power and Spite, I think it is. Teddy. This, I want to show you a couple things. One is how well Rintrah will handle the buffs of Teddy, right? That neutralize works well. It has a plus 200% potency on against Cosmic, so if there was an increased ability accuracy or something like that, we still have a good chance of getting our neutralize up into work. The other thing here is, one, how tanky Rintrah is. Teddy will eventually get to his SP3. It doesn't faze me at all or concern me. And then also, you want to go ahead and throw your SP1. One of the complaints about Rintrah, and I have it too, I'm still getting used to it, is the power gain just gets going so much, but you can throw that SP1 and the Fury that comes off of it is a passive. It's a passive, which is great for a node like this, right? Spite's not going to be triggering it. The power gain buffs are triggering Spite, but it is what it is. You can see we're already on 56% health. At this point, I was a little concerned, right? This isn't an ideal place to be. I was so concerned to take an SP2 to the face. Then I go ahead and let him 5-hit combo me. None of this is what you can say. Like I said at the start of this video, this is not about how good I am as a player. It's about showing you how to use these champions and how great they are. Gonna get off this SP3, and I gotta tell you, like, I was a little concerned when Hulkling was wailing on me while I was in the corner. But we've already got ourselves back up to 58% health. We've somehow taken the lead in the health pool battle here. Gonna go in. I believe I'm going to, do I go straight to the SP2 or is it the SP1? I think I'm just gonna go to the SP2. Yeah, so we went ahead and ended on light. We're now at our SP2. We've got 33 ruptures up, really able to stack our ruptures. That didn't even crit, finished him off. Somehow we're back up to like 60 some odd % health because Rintrah is tanky. He has the nice healing. His root is a debuff, so you're getting willpower healing too. He's just an absolute beast. It's a great fight for him against Hulkling. I don't think you necessarily think of him for that node, but it shows you how well it works. Now, we're going in against this fight against Wong. Rich get richer, aspect of evolution. Rich get richer, in fact, I even said, I'm like, he doesn't gain buffs. What are I concerned about? Well, PWF pointed out to me, he's like, well, Vega, there's feats of power, right? So when he gets above a bar of power, he's gonna get a Fury buff. When above 2, he's gonna get that precision. And then also Mystic Ward. So we can't nullify things. We can't be nullifying. This is the first time I've taken this fight with Quicksilver. I've taken others and kind of tried to learn, get used to him. First one I've taken like this. So I didn't put extra points into my withers, right? Because Wong will be removing some of those, not all, but some. But I was not totally sure on how the withers would work out. If I was really concerned, I could have just put more points into dexterity, which would have increased the potency of those withers. But you can see I'm really just building them right now. Wong does have that unstoppable, so once we get our slow up, I will not have to worry about that as much. But right now we're just gonna go in. I am going to try to time terminal velocity in my SP2. So I should at some point be throwing my SP1. When he loses a bar of power, you can see all of our withers and our whiplashes are paused. So that's what that blue passive in the upper right-hand corner is doing. Got a nice little intercept there. I do want to be baiting the SP1s if I can, because I'm not totally confident in the SP2 evade, which you'll see here in a minute. But right now we're controlled. I'm very contented with this fight. Very, very contented. So we're gonna get another SP1 here. I don't think I'm gonna parry. Yeah, I didn't heavy counter. I think I did earlier in the fight. You can do it. Pretty nice heavy. The Quicksilver has. His animations are fantastic. So right now, I just want to make sure I got to terminal velocity. I knew it would not expire before I got to my SP2, so I wanted to make sure it was there when I got to my SP2. So now I'm just going to be going in, comboing, ending those in a medium, so that way I am refreshing my whiplash charges, right? When you end in medium, you refresh them. And now I know this fight is over. I'm going to attempt to evade it because I have the indestructible boost. You can see I missed the final part, but now I just need to detonate these whiplashes, medium, light, medium. Got the detonation on, and fight's done. Fight's done. That red damage is just the amount of health that Wong had left. If he had more health up, then the damage numbers would have been a lot bigger. So there you go again. So that one had some power control with the Rich Get Richer, the ability power rate. We are dealing with a slight unstoppable again. Not the easiest node in the world, right? That's often something we would have seen Spider-Man 99 being used for. Quicksilver can handle it. So we're seeing a lot of this utility that I'm talking about. One champion taking all of these fights. Now, this fight I was very, very concerned about. This is the Aspect Evolution Enhanced Special 2, which you really don't need America Chavez having that anyway, like adding on. And then the Special 2, Bias, great. Thank you, Kabam. And then improved power gain. So this is going to be a real issue here, right? When you get the Wither up on her, I think it removes one of her dimensions. I've never taken this specific fight before. So I went in a little apprehensive. Let's be totally honest. Now I've got those Mr. Fantastic pre-fights Doing this again, I think I should have focused on knocking her down more. Less concern about me getting to my SP2 and just like knocking her down, getting my withers up, and just really controlling the power of the fight. I messed that up. I really don't know how, but that was not a great start to this fight. In fact, again, you're gonna see me play this very, very poorly, and we're gonna come out with a really nice result. So here we go. I'm trying to bait these SB1s. As those of you who have played against Chavez know, it's like she just doesn't want to throw them. You can see how wide open I'm leaving myself. Why would she throw heavy there? That's the second time where I'm just wide open and she goes into her heavy. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? So there we go. I'm trying to evade these. I don't have my increased evade window there when you in terminal velocity. Doing a decent job. At this point, I just decided there's not much I can do about it. I'm just gonna go in and hit her, let her throw her SB2, and I wanna stop this. I wanna stop this. Look at this. We are at like, what, 10% health? And she is at 85% health. Again, this is not to show you what a great player I am, it's to show you how good these champions are. We're going to win this fight, which shows you that if you play well, this is how fantastically the fights can go. And also, that with Quicksilver, it can almost be disheartening sometimes when you're playing him because you're doing all these things and their opponent's health bar has not gone down materially, not enough to give you a lot of excitement to make you think I'm winning the health pool battle. Because it's about that moment where you detonate the whiplash. Often it is, not always, but often it is. And then you just win. So it's about keeping your eyes on the prize. What's really going on in the fight and how are you about to finish it off? So here we go. I must have done some, I detonated my whiplash there. I didn't really mean to. So I'm really not looking good. I'm still not looking good, even though we've gotten that nice damage. I do know how to punish her heavy and her SP1, so apparently I remembered, which is great. I am trying to control her power a little bit. We've got the 6 whiplash up. When she, remember, when she throws a special, look, see that passive in the upper right-hand corner? They're now all paused, which is massive, right? We've got the 6 wither up. This is about controlling that fight too, getting it set up. So now we really can just go in. I don't even really need to get to terminal velocity. I don't recall if I tried to. No, I don't. I'm just trying to control the power. If it happens, it happens. Should throw the SB2. There's no reason to go to SB3 and elongate this. She parries that, so apparently I messed that up. That was really fun. Fortunately for me, that's her going into the heavy, actually benefiting me instead of just going in and punishing. And Quicksilver just wins the fight. He just wins the fight. Again, not trying to show you like what an amazing player I am. In fact, this is probably some of the worst I've played at a new fight. But it's about how good he is, about how good Rintrah is, about how good Teddy is. We did end up winning the war. Nicely done, and a nice competition there against our opponents in that war. But we will be continuing to push for the next 2 wars, finish those off. So if anything cool, interesting, something like that happens, I will be getting videos out on that. Let me know. I'm still working on the Quicksilver Essentials video because I feel like I'm still learning a lot about him. I want to kind of try to get a little bit more down or have fights that really do a great job of showing you what I'm trying to talk about or what illustrate what I'm trying to get across to everyone. But let me know, because I know a lot of you on those comments on the first video I put out were like, actually, I've played him a bit more, starting to understand it, starting to see it. He's growing on me. And I really feel like that. I can't encourage people enough. If you were lucky enough to pull him, stick with him a while. You know, don't force yourself by ranking him up. Make sure you end up liking him, but stick with it. The guy can do so much. I'm looking forward to getting out more videos on him, more war videos, 8.1, the whole kit and caboodle. Thank you so much for watching. Take care. I hope you either learned something, were entertained, or even better, a little bit of both. Don't forget to like, subscribe. Thanks so much for watching. Take care.